Welcome everybody to the second episode on the channel, woohoo! And episode 1 of our other series where I give updates and news on anything happening in film or TV. It's been nothing short of excellent for news and little tidbits for us to get during this week. We got a new trailer for Primetime, a Chris Hansen biopic, basically, with Robert Pattinson in the helm. I'm excited for that. And there's also new casting news for X-Men, as we finally found our Cyclops, and dare I say, we found a goodie. And before we get to the episode, I just wanted to say thank you all for coming back, and I am glad to share this exquisite Friday or Saturday, whenever this comes out, with you guys, and just to talk about more news. Please subscribe and like if you enjoy what you watch, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, the first thing we get to talk about today is the X-Men casting news that I have been just so happy to be able to get. We finally have our Cyclops, who will end up being Kit Connor. He was in Heartstopper, he was in Rocketman, and he was in The Wild Robot. I didn't know he was in The Wild Robot. Dare I say, I didn't fucking watch that movie. And then we have Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. We all kind of knew that already. We had Samara Weaving as Emma Frost, and dare I say, just mwah. She was in Ready or Not. She was fucking phenomenal in Ready or Not. I loved those movies. Not the second one as much, but I loved the first one. And there's Charles Melton as Beast. He was in May, December, and Beef Season 2, and I absolutely loved Season 2. Beef is such a great show. If you haven't seen it, I think you guys should give it a watch because it is peak television. And then we have Kaylee Spaney as Rogue, who was also in the new season of Beef, but it was also in Alien Romulus and I didn't like the movie, but that new-ish Civil War movie, which was, I would say, kind of a pile of crap. I wasn't a huge fan. But to go back, I'm really happy about Kit Connor. He is hot, sexy man, so he definitely can handle having Sadie Sink and Samara Weaving all over him. He's 22, so he'll be able to play Cyclops until he's fucking 90. So let's just hope that he's going to be very good in the role. He's going to be 6'1", which is just a little shorter than actual Cyclops, who was 6'3" canonically, so that's gonna be pretty good. I don't really see that much of a difference in 2 inches, you know what I mean? So I think that will be just fine. I'm excited. I love Cyclops as a character. He's really peak. I love him in the comics, and I loved him in the movies, even though they killed the fucker off. Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, that will be just absolutely peak. She was obviously in Stranger Things as Max, but I really loved her in the Fear Street trilogy. She was really good in that movie, and she was also in The Whale, which I would say she was phenomenal in. I loved her in The Whale. That's what makes me think that I know she will be able to do this role for a while, and I will be happy with it. Samara Weaving, who is probably the most well-known, other than Sadie Sink, I guess, in this cast, she is 30, where, like 32, and Sadie Sink is in her 20s, so I don't know how Cyclops is going to be bagging the MILF of Emma Frost, but we will see. I doubt. I'm sure he'll dabble. I hope he does. I love the love triangle that he has, kind of, with Emma Frost and then Jean Grey. I hope they don't involve Logan, if Logan's even in the movie, but we will see. Samara Weaving is just phenomenal. If you haven't seen anything that she's been in, please watch Ready or Not. She was amazing, and she herself is absolutely amazing. And I can't wait to see her tackle the role of Emma Frost. We have Charles Melton as Beast. He was phenomenal in the 2 things that I've seen him in May, December, and Beef Season 2. Where I loved him the most was most definitely Beef Season 2. He has a very huge role in that, and I love the Beef series. I loved Season 1 with Steven Yeun, and so with the new season having Oscar Isaac, and Charles Melton. I was like, hell yeah, it's peak, give it to me. And I'm pretty sure that lives up. Charles Melton did a fantastic job, so I don't think I have any worries on if he'll do a bad job. The only one that I'm a little worried about is Kaylee Spaney. I haven't really seen her much. I've seen her in a couple projects. I've only seen her in two. I wasn't in love with her in Civil War, but it's also probably because I don't fucking like that movie. And I've seen her in, I don't know, I've seen her in three because I've seen her in Alien Romulus as well, and she wasn't bad. I didn't think that she was perfect in either of them, so I'm a little worried, but I'm sure that she will knock it out of the park. So I don't think I really have much of an issue there. And with that, we have Adam Driver is supposed to be playing the villain, whoever the villain is. I don't think that that will be the case. I think they will just fucking pick someone else. They have a knack for going for him and him just saying no, according to Kevin Feige. So I'm not sure exactly what they're gonna do. I am a little hopeful that they do get him because I love Adam Driver. He was great in BlacKkKlansman. I loved him in Marriage Story. He did great for what he was given in Star Wars. So I mean, I think he will be perfect. Everyone knows how great Adam Driver is. I don't need to sell you on it. And I would say that would be a perfect way to end talking about X-Men. We can finally move on to something that isn't Marvel and go into prime time. Now, this movie looks fantastic. It looks like peak television all over again. I'm excited to see the movie. I'm probably going to see this day one it comes out. I am so excited for this movie. It looks like it's shot really well. It looks like Robert Pattinson's just going to get his fucking Oscar. He looks amazing in this movie. He changes his voice complexion perfectly to match Chris. So I am really excited for this. It's supposed to be a very dramatic tell of the story of To Catch a Predator. I am really excited for it. He looks fucking mental in this. So I'm excited to see if Chris Hansen approves of this movie. You'd assume he has to at least a little bit. I mean, is it his life rights that he has that they're using, or is it just like the rights of telling the story? I'm not sure exactly the legal ways and loopholes of how they got this movie made, but you'd assume that Chris Hansen signed off on it and he was okay with it at least a little bit. So I am pretty excited. They have Jimmy Olsen's actor. I don't really know his name. I will put it up on the screen right here for you. He was fantastic. I loved it. He was great as Jimmy. I'm not excited for the Jimmy Olsen TV show, that's for fucking sure, but that's something for another day. And I think with all that I've seen with this movie, I am really excited. I was worried. No, I wasn't really worried. It's just something in the back of my head was like, this is a lot of movies. I was worried that something was going to be like bad with at least some of the Robert Pattinson movies, but God, I was fucking wrong. Everything has been fantastic, so I have no reason to think that this movie won't be utterly peak. I remember when this was announced and I cringed and I was like, what the fuck? Why are they making this movie? But I've seen the trailer and I will say it is absolutely fucking I love it. I would say that this has a chance to be one of my favorite movies of the year, other than probably Spider-Man. Spider-Man was an experience for me at this point. So, I mean, I'm excited for that. I guess what we can get into before we end here is that I have seen on Twitter, so I guess take it with, actually, no, not to take it with a grain of salt. It's real. Grown Ups 3 has started production, and they came up with a picture right here, and I will say I'm excited. I mean, the Grown Up movies are always just a little mid, but they're just so perfect for me. I love them so much. I watched them as a child, probably not a movie I should watch as a child, but I loved the first and second one. They were all peak in my eyes, not like if I was a film nerd trying to watch Grown Ups 2, I would. Let's just say you're watching the wrong movie, pal. My lord. This isn't made for critics. It ain't gonna win shit, but it's going to be absolutely peak, and I am really excited. It looks like they've gotten almost everybody back. I'm not too sure if they're missing anybody. I would have to check again, but it looks like they have absolutely everybody that I was at least wanting in the movie. They have Chris Rock. They have the main men back together. That's really all that matters. So, I mean, Maya Rudolph is back, Adam Sandler's back. Yeah, no, this looks absolutely perfect. Obviously I'm worried that the movie's gonna be like a cash grab, shitty, straight to Netflix movie, but either way, I will watch it, and they will get my schmeckles, because I am really excited for it. I would say on top of that, I would put this in I would put Grown Ups on one of my favorite trilogies, probably, if this movie is fantastic. Only because, I mean, not because it's peak movie isms and I'm going to like cry every time I watch it because of how beautifully it's made. It's fun movies to watch with the girl or with the fam, depending on how old you are. And I just think it's a great movie to come out, and there's nothing bad about making this movie. I mean, come on. It's Grown Ups 3, for God's sakes. No one's expecting a Oscar nomination for Adam Sandler here, you know what I mean? So, let's just chill on it, because I'm excited for the movie, and I think it would just be a nice, fun movie. So, hell yeah. And that, my ladies and gentlemen, is all I have for you this week. This was a nice, fun, little newsworthy week. I'm excited to come back to you guys next week. Every Friday, there'll be a new episode out. And Zach from The Critique here, signing off.